Criticism of Islam challenges religion and political power and opens the space for dissent where none is permissible.
Oh, sorry.
Ironically, critics of religion like myself have never been free to express themselves. Are you okay? Yeah? Good. Don't want getting hurt here. There's some seats around. You can sit there. Go ahead, take a seat. I'll wait for you guys.
Come here, come here. No, you stay over there, bro. You come here. Sorry.
You don't have to apologize.
I'm not apologizing.
Yeah.
Excuse me? No, I do mind. Insulted me.
There's no seats. Ironically, critics of religion, as can be seen, like myself, have never been free to express themselves, yet we're the ones who are deemed harmful and inciting hatred, when in fact, it's the opposite. Of course, there's a distinction between Islam as a belief versus Islamism, which is a far-right political movement. I think some of the ISOC members will know what I mean by Islamism as a far-right political movement.
The whole ISOC.
But Islam isn't, unfortunately, people have a right to religion. Unfortunately, the right to religion is not just a personal belief in this day and age, and it violated the gender segregation rules in Iran. And of course, here in Britain, you also have, because it offends their culture, which of course I find quite offensive, that as a woman, a man cannot shake my hands. Islamism as a political movement is a global killing machine. That's exactly. Islamists will hack beloved Bangladeshi bloggers to death in Bangladesh, whilst placing Bangladeshi bloggers who are based in the UK on an international death list. And of course, lovely British jihadis.
Questions at the end, please.
British jihadis. Is it really funny that people get hacked to death?
It's really funny, but
yeah, it is. I know. I know it's funny for you. But also you've got lovely British jihadis killing beautiful boys like Mohammed and Wazi, killing for ISIS, while UK-based organisation Cage Prisoners promotes defensive jihad. And it restricts the rights for people to speak who need it most. It's telling people like myself who oppose
the entire event.
Be quiet or get out. Be quiet or get out. I am speaking. Be quiet or get out. 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 If you want to speak, go outside. Be quiet or get out. Be quiet or get out. Don't worry.
Don't point that finger at me.
Be quiet or get out.
You will stop the speech 3 times.
Be quiet or get out. Be quiet or get
Please stop
out.
speaking while Mariam is having her speech. You can ask questions at the end.
Do not
quiet.
stop.
Be quiet. I'm trying to
intimidate me. You're intimidating.
You're intimidated. Go to your safe space.
If you're going to keep interrupting, then please just leave.
In the white shot. The white shot.
Yes, you're allowed to be here. I'm not asking you. You're fine, but then please quiet down.
Be quiet or let me see.
Intimidation.
excuse me.
Can you stop interrupting me?
Listen to her, not to you, alright?
What are you thinking?
Who are you?
It's telling people like myself who have fled theocracies and religious laws that people who have fled them or who are living under the boot of the religious right must face segregation in Sharia courts right here in Britain. We cannot refuse and resist. It's our culture and religion after all. We have no choice but to submit to our fascists.
Safe space. Sorry.
Ironically, the postmodernist
Excuse me.
Ironically, the postmodernist leftists
Safe space.
who are pushing the line have one set of progressive politics for themselves. They rightly want gay marriage, women's equality, and the right to criticize the Archbishop, and another for us.
Safe space.
We're merely allowed to make demands within the confines of Islam and identity politics. As an ex-Muslim woman, I am supposedly a minority within a minority. but the power
bringing in
imbalance
threatening gas.
never seems to be part of any equation.
Look, you're bringing in
If
threatening
we
gas.
speak, we are labeled native informants, and the far right accuses us of practicing taqiyya if we oppose the scapegoating of Muslims and immigrants. I've also been accused of practicing taqiyya by far right groups like
He just told me to shut the fuck up.
and Pamela.
To stand there. Don't tell me to sit down. Don't tell me to sit down. Who are you to tell me to sit down?
They're not accused.
This person is telling us to shut the fuck up. He's telling us to shut the fuck up.
Did anyone hear that? Well, I think so about your comment. You can, yeah, so keep my
You're violating my
Can you get out? No, this is my
He's the main one. He's the right one. Hello. He's the main one. Don't touch me. No, don't touch him. Don't you touch him, mate.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
You are coming outside with me. Right. You are coming outside with me. Shut up, man. Get out. Who are you? You are coming outside with me, man. You are coming outside with me. Your objection is to me. You are coming outside with me. All of you. Get out. Get out. What do you want to do, huh? You want to hold my... Get out. Or sit down and do not interrupt my... I don't want to listen to this talk. Wait, sorry.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Why is he going? Why is he going out? No, I do. I'm sorry. I don't want you
We can just each hear what you like. I'm happy to have a discussion at the end. I'm happy to do that.
Carry on with his
If you don't say anything else, we can continue. You can ask a quite narrow questions at the end once it is finished. But if you keep making comments, then
What does...
he's one.
Can I carry on?
I have to let you guys know, but just keep making
Look, she's being insulted again. Why is she insulting? She's insulting us.
Don't call him back us. He's making a valid point, Mr. Campbell.
Our elderly guest is
Can I ask you questions of making a point as a kid? Are we
Don't speak to me in a rude manner.
What does
Don't speak to me in a rude manner, yeah?
Islam, and Muslims
You're being rude, man, yeah? I know you're
on the
living
left, as well as the right, is that many Muslims are also critics of Islamism and even Islam. In fact, Muslims, or those who are labeled Muslims, like myself, are often the first victims of Islamism and at the forefront of resistance. After all, not everyone in the what is called the Islamic world or Muslim community, or those labeled Muslim students on campus, are Muslims, or even if they are, religion is not necessarily the only characteristic that defines them. Other believers. Pick and choose and mold their beliefs to make them compatible with contemporary life. Pro-gender segregation, pro-death penalty for apostates and gay people, anti-Semitic, and of course, anti-free expression. That is the stereotype of the authentic Muslim.
Anti-Semitism started in Europe.
Here's a photo of in Iran, veiling is compulsory. In September, the police removed artwork by Mimsy from London's mall galleries now because they said it would have potentially inflammatory content. And this is it. Basically, it shows mice lurking in the background, featuring children's toy, Sylvanian families, after the police raised serious concerns on the potentially inflammatory content. I'm going to show you 3 more. And this is a great Jesus and Mo cartoon, which I'll give you a chance to read, which personifies this sort of accusations of racism. Calling it racism fails to understand that the other also has its dissenters who want to live free from religious stranglehold. Because isn't it racist to imply that all Muslims cannot tolerate criticism and free thought?
Why do you turn it off?
It's okay, it's okay. It's okay.
Why did you do that? Why did you do
It's
that?
alright, it's alright. Do not worry. It's alright.
So I'm going to leave you again.
It's alright. It's alright. Just put it on again if you don't mind. Sorry, just 1 minute. We're just going to have that. I'm so sorry. Don't be sorry. This is. I actually like you to see this because nothing I say can prove what I'm talking about.
Give you a jacket, mate.
You don't have to be sorry. You don't have to apologize for anyone. You don't have to apologize for anyone. Please don't do that because my parents are Muslim. You do not have to apologize for anyone. It's okay. Just 1 minute. We're going to turn it on. Wanting to hurt your family and upset your parents, while at the same time also speaking for yourself and believing what you like. When it's possible to shout one's atheism from every rooftop, then the very need to do so will no longer have the same purpose. Blasphemy and apostasy are not a denial of religious freedom. I'm not disagreeing with that, of course, but I think on a large scale, yeah, you're talking about women who are living in Britain here. On a large scale, it is not a choice for many women, and that needs to be acknowledged. Can I finish this, and then we can have more questions and comments? Is that okay?
Wait 1 minute.
It actually is a choice.
And so, I mean, again, though, if we're talking about child veiling, I think child veiling is a form of child abuse. So there's a distinction between adult veiling and child veiling. I think they're very distinct from each other. On the issue of, well, how can I have the audacity to speak about the Quran? I mean, I think that you don't even need to have read the Quran. I'm answering your
So I'm going to
question.
talk about a book about reading.
Excuse me, you need to wait for your turn.
No, I'm not going to wait for anything. She's talking right. She's not. I'm not going to wait for anything.
On your question about how can I have the audacity to speak about Islam, well, I can in the same way that I might not be a black South African, but I have the audacity to speak about what I think is wrong. If I might not be a conservative. I'm not. I'm a communist. I might not be a conservative, but I have a right to talk about conservatism. I may not have, you know, because that's what people are. We have opinions about things. I'm not telling you you can't speak about atheists because you're not one. Yeah, I'm not telling you you're not allowed to speak about atheism because you haven't read.
Everyone respected your time to speak, so let her.
What I'm saying,
Let her speak. She's not shouting stuff out.
Nonsense.
Just wait, man. If you're going to keep shouting stuff out, then
No. You can't talk about something. We have no knowledge. The argument is baseless, and it makes no sense.
So the point is that having lived in an Islamic state, having lived under Sharia law, it's my opinion and I don't believe in it. I don't agree with it. I challenge it. I think Sharia law is misogynist, it's homophobic, it's inhuman, and that people have a right to challenge and dissent. And also, for all of you here who are defending it, in fact, I think I've done that.
Okay, no, the
On
thing
the on the other issue, on the fact that no, he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to.
No, it's not when he's forcing him to sit here.
No, because he's here to disrupt the meeting.
Yeah, but why can't you guys let her speak? You've had your time to speak. We respected you. We said, okay, speak. We all listened to your opinion. You did. Can she not answer your question? And then after she answers your question, you can say whatever you want, right?
I mean, I think that was one of my points is that when you look at the British left, a large segment of it, and I'm someone who's on the left myself, they have one set of progressive politics for themselves and another for Muslims. And the rest of us, we are only allowed to criticize Islam, criticize Islamism within the confines that has been given to us by identity politics and multiculturalism.
I think what we need to know about it, this is a woman from Iran, I think people should understand, from that country who's speaking here today in front of us as a human being, telling us about her experiences. We should respect her because she's literally speaking about, let her speak. And then if you disagree, you can like raise your hand and say, I disagree. You don't have to attack something. I feel so ashamed. Like, I really want to say
Go ahead.
what makes you so
Can I?
angry that you have to attack something?
Yeah, I mean, I'm mostly attacking bad because I read the Quran, I pray 5 times a day, but I have people like you guys who are just constantly putting a bad name to Islam. What? Our Prophet said, please be respectful towards elders.
I know.
Do it in a respectful manner.
Sorry, what was that? Sorry, what was that? What was that? Sorry, what was that? Sorry. What did you just say? What did you just say? It's hard for me to believe this man. So you're saying I'm misogynistic?
No, he's not. No. Just because he
The truth of the show. The truth of the show.
I mean, he's misogynistic.
Can I address these two first, please? On the issue of offense, I mean, again, the thing is that there are many things that offend me. It's not funny. 13 countries are punishing people who are deemed apostates and blasphemers to death. This is a reality for a large number of people.
Inheritance right. We were fighting for.
What country?
She's from Libya.
Inheritance rights because inheritance in Islam are not the same for men as for women. So it's only the women have half. Why the women should have half of the man's rights for inheritance? That's unlogically, that's unacceptable. That's against women's rights, against the human rights. Another point was the shahada in the court, which is shahada testimony in the court. Women are not allowed to give testimony in court unless they are accompanied by 4 women or 2 women and a man. So their testimony is half the man's testimony because they might forget, and so the other women would remind her, which is it's not logical, and this is what we were fighting for, and many things, beating the wife if she's not obedient. If it's not even, she's not obedient.
Beating a wife if she's not obedient.
Yes. Do you understand that you live in the UK?
Yes, I understand I live in the UK. Yes. Why should I
Do you want to hear from my point from where?
Yes, I'm all ears.
Yeah. وإن خفتم نشوزهن فاضربوهن فاهجروهن في المضاجع أو اضربوهن.
Speaking, can you understand?
I'm quoting the Quran. I'm quoting the Quran. So that is what we were fighting for women's rights to be the same as in legal terms, in the law. Yeah?
Even before you speak about the fact that you have lived in that country for your life. How dare you?
What has it got to do with it? What has it got to do with it?
It's next to Palestine.
Can I finish my point? So that's the only thing that we were campaigning for in Libya. I studied law in Libya. I studied Sharia. I'm speaking from my knowledge.
What makes you right?
Let her speak and you can ask your question in a second. Just no, you can ask the
Maybe,
question
I think we may have run out of time, so I'd like Maren maybe to...
Before you say something,
I understand that we don't have...
what's it calling? Define what makes them right?
Let's have 3 more.
Everybody, please, can we let her speak and have a conversation?
Sorry, I forgot her name.
My
I'm so sorry for the experience that you had
had in Libya. I'm totally for you. However, we're not in Libya. Okay, this is UK. If that happened in the UK, right now I would protest culture. It's culture. It's not Islam.
It's not culture.
Just let her ask her question. In some countries, the Sharia law is not how it should be. Yeah. And maybe that's how it is, and I would be with you, standing with you, and protesting. Okay, so I'm with you. I understand you had such a bad experience, but you have to understand that in this country, stuff like that doesn't happen. So obviously we're going to be defensive. And with you as well, you also had a bad experience, obviously, and we need to calm down.
It's not about country, it's about Islam. Sorry, have you finished?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got to go, and also because the reality is we're not really having a discussion. We're shouting at each other. It's quite difficult. I would stay for 3 hours more if I felt we were able to have a discussion, but we're
Why
not.
can't we?
Because I saw members here who you saw what they did. Okay. And now every time there's a closing we're not. We have to hear.
If you give us time, we won't. There won't be any points of view. No one will shout out.
Exactly. Are you the one who turned off?
Yeah, excuse me, are you going to apologise for that?
No, that's one thing I won't.
Well, that was on camera.
I'll apologise. Everything else may be that way.
I think the thing is that I'd like to end your
The thing is, you come here with a moral judgment thinking you're right. What's your basis for what's right? Who are you to tell us we're wrong?
and religion.
And to smell all the same right. So the Bangladeshi are saying that's
That is from the country that all Muslims are against. That's not even Islam. Iran is like the most.
Bangladesh is Saudi Arabia. Pakistan is Saudi Arabia. Indonesia is Saudi Arabia. They're Muslim countries. We're not all the same.
Excuse me, I am talking! For God's sake! For God's sake!
Bangladesh.
Get out!
You need to get out.
Shut up!
Stay.
Like you've just been.
We are reaching.
Yeah, she should wrap it up then.
So I think we're sort of getting to some point here, maybe. No, listen to me for a second, yeah? The thing is that you're saying that there's nothing that is real Islam, yeah? And I'm saying, yeah, there's no state now that is real Islam.
Country that is 100%
and no country that is real Islam. Okay. And I'm saying that it's Islamic. Fine. That's not the main point. The main point, though, is that if there is no country that's real Islam, but a lot of these groups are saying that they're Islamic.
But they're not.
Okay, they're not. But the point is that you don't decide that I have a right to live. ISIS does, the Iranian regime does.
That's very mature.
Sorry, I thought we were having a discussion.
Can you bring it, please?